Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm guessing you're just finishing a shift here.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a 5-star rating.
Oh,
5-star for you.
thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's really thoughtful. Tell me, why a 5-star?
Sorry?
What made it a 5-star for you?
Oh, because just like how you handle your customer.
Oh, I appreciate it.
That's
you-
just like beyond already what you did.
Oh my goodness. And you know that just in a moment, I'm asking just because I often like to try and encourage my fellow Uber drivers to try and give good service.
Right.
And so I like hearing, here's what it is that helps make it a little bit better for you guys, especially, you know? Yeah.
That's just like it made my day way better now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like I always ride Uber,
Yes.
and I think like this is the first time like I've encountered someone like like they're way beyond their job.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you for acknowledging that. That's very
Really
kind.
nice, actually.
You caught me on a good day.
I know. That's good actually.
Was it a busy day here at work today?
Yeah.
Busy as in overwhelming, or busy as in just the right amount of busy for good?
Just about right, actually.
Just about right, okay.
Crazy, insane, busy.
Okay,
Yeah. Just enough visitors.
I see. And I'm guessing like young families?
Yes, yeah. Mostly.
Yeah.
Mostly families. And kids.
Okay. Do they still have summer camps going on?
I think so, yeah. I'm seeing a lot of kids right now, so I think there's still summer camps going on.
Okay.
So yeah, it seems like Alberta is already open, so
Right.
everything's, even summer camps are pretty good.
What do you do here at the zoo?
So I'm working right now with kids,
Yes.
so
That means it takes a lot of energy.
I know,
Yeah.
it can be really exhausting.
I bet you it does, yeah.
You really have to, your patience, you really
Yes.
have to invest in it.
I believe it. I worked with kids for a very, very long time. Very long time. And I mean, I enjoyed it, but it definitely does take patience.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a skill, actually. It's really-
Yeah. It's a skill, and also, in addition to a skill, I think also an intentional desire to do
Truly.
good for the kids, you know?
That's-
Because, I mean, you can have the skill, but if you don't have the interest in investing,
yeah,
then
it's
it
not
could be...
gonna work out.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, I'm getting a hang of it, actually.
Nice.
Yeah,
What's the age category you usually work with?
It varies, like from 5 to 10 years old
Yeah.
to like 20.
Okay.
Yeah, it varies, but usually kids like between 5 to 15 years old.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
I know for a lot of people find kids intimidating because they haven't learned how to connect or communicate with kids. And so it's almost like ships passing by each other, you know? Because they feel like they're not understood or heard when they're speaking, and vice versa for the kids, right? And so it can often seem intimidating. Yeah.
Speed and red light camera in 300 meters. Speed limit is 50 kilometers per
yeah, their
hour.
opinions.
Yeah.
Red light
Like, you know,
camera
sometimes
is 100 meters.
I'm like surprised on like
Speed limit is 50 kilometers per
their
hour.
comments. And
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, there's just certain elements with kids that enables them to speak frankly or forthrightly in a way that isn't aware of nuances societally, right? So this is when their parents embarrassed to say, you shouldn't say that, or that kind of thing, right?
Exactly. I love it when that happens.
I know, me too. It's a pretty innocent expression.
Right.
I like it, for example, when kids will ask me, why are you so dirty? And then, but you see, you just watch the parents who are like mortified.
Yeah,
"Ah."
yeah.
And I'll just, say, it's okay, and I'll tell them something like, I had a bath with mud water. Do you think it'll work? Or something like that,
Yeah. Just a while ago, actually, there's
Yeah.
a kid who said that making him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But just like like walking around with them, and then yeah. So he told me to his parents, like making him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They're pretty surprised. Like the kid said that.
Sure.
But I find it pretty normal now.
Yeah. And the other thing is just, I guess with more practice, you get comfortable with learning how to interact with them at their age level, but still in a normal way, right?
Right.
To help them understand, hey, you're just like me. We're equals, you know? And that's a beautiful thing to be able to pass on to them and saying, you have what it takes to be able to participate in society and community, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm exposed to kids like since when I was like a teenager.
Yes.
So we used to have daycare here.
Yes.
And then I used to help mom right now too. She's a director of a daycare.
Okay.
So I'm like really exposed to working with kids. So I don't really mind handling kids.
Yeah.
So like sometimes like can be really overwhelming.
Sure. Here's my secret sauce and how I make it work. I think what I use, I enjoy connecting right away with the kids by looking for playful ways to get them. Here's the thing, when they know you're a stranger, that's the focus. They're a little bit shy. But when you can catch them off guard with humor, and then you get them laughing, and then they forget about this entity, this person who is a stranger who's now getting them into this place of openness. I find humor is the best way. So I'll usually use the silliest of humor depending on the age, you know. For example, I'll say to younger kids that you're working with, you know, in that 5 to 10 year old category, I'll say something like, isn't the moon really bright today? And you know, something just totally obvious that it's not, you know. And I'll say it with a very straight face, and they'll just kind of like take a moment and say, what did he just say? No, it's not a moon, it's a sun.
Silly.
You know, exactly, you know, and then that gets them forgetting about their shyness and engaging, you know. And then I start opening up that channel that way.
That's true.
But I enjoy being able to do that and I'm very intentional. Like when I work with kids, I'll usually sit down with the parents, and like I used to be a school bus driver for many years. I used to be a teacher for many years.
Oh, wow.
And so I would sit down with the parents, and I'll say, I really appreciate the opportunity to spend time influencing your kids, but I need you to know what my agenda is. My agenda, it's really important for you to know, so you know what to expect when your kids are spending time with me. I'm going to be your support on the outside. It's really helpful for your kids to have a safe place on the outside to talk to. So I'm going to win their hearts. My agenda, I'm going to win your kids' hearts through whatever skills I have, and I have many skills to do so. But as I win their hearts, my intention is, that's okay. My intention is to be able to help provide that safe place for your kid to ask questions, to experiences that they're going through in life. And I want you to know that I'm going to do you right on the sideline. I'm always going to encourage them to honor and respect you guys. I'm going to encourage them to like grow to, obey and follow your influence and so on like that. And I just want you to know that that's what my agenda is when I'm hanging out with your kids, so that they know that I'm another safe space outside. What kind of questions do you have for me? I'll want that kind of partnership, you know?
Right.
And it's been a really, really neat partnership, if you will, as I joined with the parents in letting them know my intentions, because then I just do what I do with kids, you know. I work my way into their heart to be able to talk about serious things, and then how to be able to bring up those serious things, experiences in life, they come up over time, right? But just to help them understand, I might be a source of fun and lightness for you, but I'm also gonna see if I can help guide you through some of these experiences that are really confusing, that are really challenging to process. And what does that look like if it's one-on-one or if it's in a group context? Let's say one of them is being bullied in the playground. I'll say, all right, time out, let's all come together, let's sit down. Here's what happened, Mr. Bully. I won't call him Mr. Bully, but I'll say, here's what you're doing when you do this. Is this the kind of effect you want to grow in, you know? And I'll use my influence as someone that they look up to be able to denigrate some patterns of behavior, saying this is not what we're going to tolerate, and especially not on my watch. And here's an appropriate way of how to buy into making things right. here's why you should be wanting to do so. I'm not asking for you to do it unless you feel it. Do you feel how this is really terrible when you do something like this? The way it feels, and you just kind of break it down to their level,
Right.
But it's all those opportunities that you get when you're just hanging out with them, And the fact that just someone older is getting alongside them and spending time, like investing them, is a big deal for them, right? Like, because most of their experience has been just kind of like the second hand, you just kind of are to be seen but not heard, or that kind of dynamic. But what does it look like for someone to actually say, no, I see you, I want to hear your perspective, I want to hear your experience, I want to hear your ideas. What does that look like? And we're going to honor and respect you. We're going to teach what that looks like in community,
Yeah.
And so those are some of the things I find tremendous opportunities,
That's true.
which makes it very intentional when you're with them. You're not just babysitting, but you're saying, hey, while we're together, you're going to remember me for the right reasons, and hopefully I'll leave something with you that can help serve you in your future, and maybe it may be something that will come back to really help them in a difficult time in their future life, saying, okay, I remember when this person I met at the camp, Jez, said that I was never to forget how valuable I am. That may be something that carries on for them in a really long-term way, in a place where they may be hearing the opposite, where people are saying, you're no good for nothing. He might say, at least somebody knows that I'm worthwhile. I wonder what that looks like for me to go forward with that narrative.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of knowledge you just poured into me.
Oh, I'm glad. I wanted to encourage you that way.
It sounds like you're really a good teacher.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No, I actually picked up a lot of things from you. It's something I could actually apply to my job right now.
I want to inspire you that way, just because these are moments that you won't get back, right? And these are opportunities in which you can leave something significant for them, The only reason I'm able to share with you a little bit is because I've been there. I've experienced what that looks like. And so if I can share that with you and you're like,